Good day, my brothers. Hey, it's Dwayne Klassen here, and welcome to day 8 of our Remarkable Man 30-Day Challenge. If you're brand new, join the Remarkable Man Project channel and get caught up on all the videos, because what we're doing is we are giving the insight, the tools, and the resources that you need to re-energize who and what you are, from going from where you are today to being the remarkable man as you define it. And every day I am dropping a video, uncut, unedited, unscripted. It's just me and you having a powerful conversation. Yeah, these conversations matter. So today we are talking about why men self-isolate when the chips are down. You know you do this, and we're going to dig deep into the cause and what you can do about it to be more connected to who and what you are, and to your brothers as well. It matters. But before we do, you know the drill. I am the best. No one is better than me. I am everyone's first choice. I am a champion. I am a hero. I am a brother. I am a remarkable man, and I am living a remarkable life. Brothers, speak into it. It is you. Energy matters, and that frequency goes out there, and it creates your reality in so many ways. So speak into the remarkable man. Speak into the life that you want, and you will be on your way to being more in alignment with that vibrational frequency of the remarkable man that you desire to be. All right, let's get into this. Why do men self-isolate or do the lone wolf thing when the chips are down? Now, most of you, myself included, we know all about men's work. We know all about coaching. I am a coach. We all know about mentors. We know about people that are in our lives that we trust and that we feel comfortable expressing to. And we probably had many conversations with them on the surface. Now, there might be some people in your life that you can express to. But if you are like most men, when it is really tough, you don't tell a soul. You don't tell a soul. And the reason I'm doing this is because I have a high-level client, and he's going through a pretty challenging time with a teenage son and a mother, a wife, that often undermines his authority and takes his side, the son's side. And that sets him off. And he has had a challenge going from 0 to 100 in his anger or his frustration. And so we've been working on dialing that back. And just yesterday, he said that he cannot make the appointment, our session, because he's going through so much. He is so frustrated, and he's so just out of his usual frame. And I challenged him on that. I actually told him that that's not an option. I actually told him that that session is exactly why we're doing the work. This is why we are working together. This is exactly why, when you don't feel like it or when you are out of frame, this is why you need that support. It's not all about sunshine and roses when things are going great or when you're plateauing or kind of on the way down. It is there for you when you're at the bottom, so that you can recalibrate, so that you can take a different perspective. So anyway, I reached out to him, and he didn't get back to me right away. And he's an amazing guy. He really is. But he's going through the dark night of the soul in some ways. And so he said, Dwayne, I appreciate it. I just got to do this. I will recalibrate, and I'll get back on the horse next week. Just give me some time. What I can chastise him, I can reprimand him, I can do all kinds of different things. But at the end of the day, ascension is not going to happen. So it is because he, at his core, this is how he deals with it. This is how a lot of men deal with it. And I too can be guilty as charged. I have a coach, I have a men's group. And there are things that I have not shared. No. Now, why is that? Why do we self-isolate and just kind of turtle until we lick our wounds, you know? And it reminds me of when I was a child. We were living in this very remote area, and the employment in that area, my dad worked for the highways department, and the highways department was responsible for maintaining the secondary highway that went through the area and some of the rural roads that went out to some of the enclaves. And it would snow a lot in that area. We had wonderful summers. It was very isolated. And there was a dog that was in our neighborhood. And when I say neighborhood, it was like a trailer park. So it wasn't much around. And in fact, our school went from kindergarten to grade 7, and there was 61 kids. That's right. The whole school could literally fit on the school bus. And that school bus rounded up all the kids in the area and our little tiny school. Great memories, great memories. But this dog was not any normal dog. This was a Labrador. And it is not a lab, a Labrador. These monster dogs, these absolutely monster dogs that look like bears. And he looked like a bear. And all the kids loved him. His demeanor was just so gentle and so loving. And then one day, his name was Benji. The dog's name was Benji. And Benji was hit by a logging truck. A logging truck. And he ran away. So there was the driver that witnessed it. Yeah, he hit Benji. Dog was revered. Dog was known in the area. I mean, pretty much the largest dog anywhere. And the community all got together and started searching for this beloved dog. We searched for a week, and then we realized that, okay, perhaps Benji's gone. Benji, got clipped and ran and fell down, and that's where he decided that it was over for him. So everybody kind of mourned the fact that Benji was gone. 2.5 weeks later, Benji rolls in to the trailer park, and everyone can't believe it. Just can't believe it. There he is. And he's got his left flank was the tufts of hair were gone of it. And it looked like there was quite a wound that was there, and it healed over and scabbed over, and his fur was all matted, and there was some blood in the fur. And he also had some damage in his jawline. But and I guess they took him to the vet, and he checked out that he had some trauma, but he healed. He had to self-isolate and do it his own way. Now, it boggles my mind, but animals do this. They've got to self-isolate. They got to do their thing. And that's what Benji did. He came back and he was healed. I mean, the dog was hit by a logging truck and survived. This, my friend, is a deep-seated, back-of-the-brain aspect of our reptilian self, of why men self-isolate and do their own thing when the chips are down. We feel that at the core of who we are, we're the ones that are responsible for what's happening in our lives. And there's a second thing that's actually a big part of why a man self-isolates rather than shares, because he is also afraid of it being used against him. That vulnerability. and being judged, even though it's coming or it is being expressed to someone that truly cares and has no judgment and just wants the best for you. We're still wired to do our own thing. You might have a coach, you might have a mentor, you might have a best bud that you share with, you might have a very close family. And if you do, you are a very lucky man. Even with that, there are still secrets that men will hold within, and they will deal with it on their own, hoping that the circumstances will change. In a lot of cases, they don't. And so they fester and pile on. And this is why it's so important to reach out and express. Energy is energy, or emotion is energy in motion. And so we need to, as men, we need to emote. We need to move the energy of what's going on within ourselves. And we do that by expressing. We do that by perhaps even raging in a safe place. And one thing I tell my clients to do is to do the hoo-yah. And essentially what that is that you are moving energy through your body. We have what's called the Kundalini energy. And a lot of men hold a lot of their energy in their root and sacral chakras. This is the sexual energy. And it's below our belt. And a lot of that energy stagnates and it stays there. And our expression, like as we move up through the solar plexus to our heart, to our throat, to our third eye, our crown, the energy gets lighter and lighter. But we need to move this energy. And as men, we don't. Women are very good at that. They express, they emote, they share. And they don't necessarily carry the energy all the time like we men do. We go into that idea that stoicism is the way to go. You keep it in. Now, it's important that you are mindful of your audience, that you keep it in with. All right? It's so important. Because you've got to have that trust. You've got to have the connection that says this is the container. So moving that energy from your first and second chakras, the sexual energy there. And you can also feel it in your solar plexus. If you feel that angst, that heavy energy, angst is anxiety. This is where that worry comes from. You got to move it through. And the way you move it through is through expression. How you express is completely up to you. But the more you get real, raw, and relevant with what's going on, the more it moves. See, if emotion isn't moved, it will stagnate. And when emotion stagnates, it becomes dis-ease in the body. And dis-ease manifests, as you know, as a disease. And you'll catch something or whatever. And it might be a prostate issue. It might be sexual performance. It might be a cancer of some kind. Because as long as it's stagnating in you, it festers. And cancers feed on negative energy, on an acidic environment. And stress and negative emotions add to that acidic vibration inside your body. And cancers fester. So brothers, even from a health standpoint, understand expressing what's going on is so important. I can't express it enough. I get caught up in it. And every once in a while, I've got to reach out to my brothers and tell them what's really going on. So you can only wear the mask for so long before someone says, hey, what's happening here? There's a disconnect. Something's going on. So I get that you want to keep things to yourself. I get it. And you want to be able to right the ship and then go back out into the real world with, a big smile on your face, and whatever was is now it's all dealt with. but that's really not the real world. Reach out for help. It's why I coach. It's why I do what I do. It's why I'm so passionate about this, because I am very much like you, brothers. I know exactly how you're feeling. I've been there, got the t-shirt. But we have got to move past that. And as a remarkable man that you are, you know the power of getting real with someone that you trust, someone that you feel has got your back. You've got to stop the idea of the self-isolation thing, even though it's very connected to your DNA and how you show up as a man. There's someone in your world that you can trust. And if you don't have someone in your world, then reach out. Contact me. Click the link below and book your breakthrough discovery call. Let's have a powerful conversation about where you need a breakthrough. Maybe you need to vent. Maybe there's something really pressing that you need to share. Reach out. Brothers, you matter. You truly matter. Your health and wellness is so important. And there's people that truly care about you. They do. You are not alone. You are not. Just have the courage to reach out. Just have the courage that if you do, good things are going to happen. All right, my friends, I hope this is of value to you. If it was, please like, share, comment on it. I would love to hear your thoughts and feedback on this very important subject. And if you go and watch the other previous 7 videos, everything kind of dovetails into this, and it will help you make sense of some of the things that are going on in your world that might make you feel more comfortable in expressing some of the heavy load that you're carrying. It's time to dump it, brother. And a great community to do that in is in the Remarkable Man Project school community. Brothers, this is where we are growing globally to have a container for men everywhere, to have a brotherhood, to be able to have this container for their upliftment, for their growth, for resources and tools and the support that they need to go from where they are to the remarkable man within. And like I said, if you want to do a deeper dive, contact me and book your breakthrough discovery call. And let's see if we're fit to work together. Okay, that's what I got for you today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be good to yourself. And brothers, you know this. At no other time in history does this world need remarkable men. My question to you is, will you be one of them? I'll see you tomorrow. Be good. And remember, you're not alone on the journey. At the Remarkable Man Project, we've got your back. Take care.